And we're stoked for seeing him. He's actually been on the tour for a long time. He's been on the podium many, many times. If they have a pink bib, that means they podiumed in last World Championships in Argentina. And now they're looking to back it up. You can see Lucas already has that elusive pink bib going in for his first move.
Throwing that big entry McNasty as he drops into the feature, setting up high on the pile. He's going to go for a McNasty there right off the bat. So he can do that twice there if he does it as an entry move and then does it in the feature as he goes for the McNasty on the offside there. Very difficult move in C1, going for a lunar orbit, getting huge air on that. Maybe getting some of those huge and air bonuses on some of his moves. Unfortunately flushing out, still has lots of time on the clock as he moves his way back up the eddy to get back on the feature. Cheer him on. Finals here, they have 3 rides, best one will count as Lucas is back in the feature. Let's see what he has for us. Right away into a lunar orbit in the other direction. Oh, catching a little bit of an edge, flipping over there. And that'll be it for Lucas's first ride here in the C1 finals.
A great way to start things off on our roster for the finals here in C1. Lucas throwing down the gauntlet. Now, I actually saw his whole boat get completely subbed out when he was going for that lunar, his first lunar. And I haven't actually seen really anyone else do that kind of a style of a lunar, to be able to push it round and get completely aerial out of the water. The lunar orbit, a very hard trick to move. But I tell you, it's a high-scoring move. The McNasties and the like are going to be seen. Now we'll see how things play out. And the score comes through, 820 points. That is his score right now. It's a solid start to his finals campaign as we move to the top. Here comes Tom Dull. This guy is a junior. He's stoked. Look at, he's got the French flag on his cheeks. He's a junior who's just now made it through to the seniors. He's wearing that pink bib because he actually won the world title in the junior class in K1, and now he's backing it up in the C1 class. Let's see him throw down.
Right away going for a wing over as he enters the hole, right into a big McNasty. Getting some air and maybe clean as he switches up his paddles, moving into the center of the feature, right up into the McNasty in the other direction. Maybe getting some huge bonuses on these as he's getting way up in the air, dropping his nose in, throwing a beautiful loop there, right into a beautiful lunar orbit, getting things going here. Tom Dole having an awesome ride as he goes for a beautiful back loop, definitely stepping it up here in the finals. He wants to be on the podium as he goes for a tricky woo, working his way, trying to get his thing back up on the top. Gonna go for a back Space Godzilla maybe there. Unfortunately, not quite getting it. Into some cartwheels, into a split wheel, into a tricky woo. Awesome finish for Tom Dole.
Oh, what a great way to finish his first run. He actually knew he didn't actually get that tricky woo halfway through, because you noticed the nose of the boat was not facing in the right direction. It was off to the side. Holding his little pinkies up there, his fingers up to show he's not putting any power on that blade, which means he's going clean without using his paddle blade. Getting super high and lots of amplitude up there. We'll see how the scores go here as they come through. There's a lot to see in that routine. We see large, massive tricks going huge. He's a very light boater, which allows him to stay on top of the pile and get super big aerial. 960 points. He's excited to be here and throwing down already. He's telling the other guys, hey, you're going to have to go bigger than you did in the semi-finals to make it on top of the podium. We're going to make it through now to Jordan Poffenberger, who's already taken out the OC1, the only one who's done a trophy move so far in this feature. Here comes Jordan Poffenberger.
Jordan Poffenberger, the USA, dropping in from above, going for that entry move, doing a nice wing over, getting the boat right over his body as he goes, ooh, looking for a McNasty, not quite getting it there, so he does it again to sell it, and there it is. Got a nice spin, going for that McNasty in the other direction off the offside. Oh, catching a few edges there. Boblin trying to get it back under control as he moves back into the center of the foam pile with a beautiful loop. Going for right into a Space Godzilla. Keeping his moves rocking up as he goes for a back loop. Spins around. He's setting up in the middle of the foam pile. Let's see what else he's got for us as he goes for a Phonics Monkey. Unfortunately catching a bit of an edge there with 10 seconds left. He's going to wave it off for this ride.
Still a solid run. I'd be stoked with that run, but I tell you, you're going to have to really bring all your moves to the table today with the first two athletes, who are actually the last two athletes to make the finals, 4th and 5th, have already thrown down a 900-plus run. Jordan Poffenberger going in, trying to get some nice big lunar orbits, getting his boat super straight. Look how straight that nose was, selling to the judges that there is no doubt of that loop, but unfortunately that space just off to the side, so probably won't count. 480 points. And it's going to have to take a little bit more than that to get on the podium, but he's got lots more in the bag. Jordan, as we head upstream and check in with our next French athlete, two Frenchies in the mix here. Sebastien Devereux, who is actually competing in not just C1, but also K1. He's got the bib, the pink bib, which means he medaled in last World Championships, and he wants to take home another. Here comes Sebastien.
Seb dropping in for the entry move. Yep, for an entry McNasty. There it is, beautifully executed as he pulls himself around into a McNasty, really whipping his boat around. This man is a technician on the wave, going for that other McNasty. Yeah, there he goes, right into a big lunar orbit, really getting his boat up and out of the water. These are amazing moves. Everyone he's selling to the judges as he goes for a beautiful loop. Setting up, dropping in for a back loop, pulling it around as well. This is a huge ride for Sebastien Devereux. Right into some split wheels, cartwheels, cleaning them up a little bit there in the C1. These guys are on their knees using a single-bladed paddle as he goes for a tricky woo. Beautifully executed, switching up his blades there. He's going for a lunar orbit in the other direction, pulls it right around, retaining the feature. That was an awesome ride for Sebastien Devereux of France.
Yes, Sebastien throws down a solid run, his first one. Every single one of these runs have been really solid passes. Looking at some nice action replay with our slow motion cameras, with that lunar orbit throwing completely over, and no shadow of a doubt for that stern facing directly upstream. You've got to land these moves facing directly upstream or within 20 degrees left or right for it to count. Sebastien, 923 points. That's going to put him currently in second silver position. A great solid first run, but we still have our next athlete about to drop in. Let me introduce to the stage and this arena none other but Dane the Man Jackson. He's about to drop in. Let's see him throw down.
And there he is, dropping in with a beautiful wing over on his entry move. Spins it around right into, looking for a McNasty there. Not quite pulling around, but there it is. He did it nice and high, getting his boat right out of the water, looking for those huge bonuses. Going for the McNasty in the other direction, pulling it around nice and vertical. Nice big loop. Dane wants to continue to be in first place, into a lunar orbit, into some cartwheels. There he goes, into a cartwheel in the other direction, spinning it right around. Going for a back loop, pulls it around, going for that tricky woo. There it is. Oh, catching a bit of an edge, still retaining the feature. Dane's showing why he's one of the best athletes in the world. Flipping it up, still has a bit of time left on the clock as he moves into some cartwheels, into a split wheel. Dane keeping his boat moving and scoring the whole time.
Yeah, that's important to stay in the feature, to throw as many moves as you can. There's no point being out of the feature. He's using his entire 45 seconds to throw those moves, whipping around. Such amplitude that these boats get. They're on their knees, these athletes, whipping around with only one paddle blade. They're sitting higher than the kayaks, which allow them to whip it around with so much force and amplitude. The only problem is you have nothing to brace off on your offside, which means it's extremely hard to stay balanced and controlled. But these athletes are showing, actually making it look so easily. And his run, 853 points, currently in third position. These are provisional results. And we're just going to call them as we see the moves as well. We're not actually the trained scorers here. We have a panel of judges who do that, and they're the best in the world. As we're going to go to Lucas, who's currently, looks like, in 4th position, trying to get up to the podium, get a claw his way up. He's going to have to push it hard, do a little bit more than what he did last to be able to get himself on top of that podium.
All right, here he is, Lucas from the Czech Republic, dropping in above with an entry McNasty, pulling it through really snappy, sets up, going for a McNasty. All right, now if he does his ride from before, he's going to do a McNasty again in the other direction off the offside, and there it is. Maybe coming down a little bit off access. We'll see what the judges say on that as he sets up in the middle of the foam pile. Lots of time left. He's going for a lunar orbit. Big air on that one. Pulls it right around. He's going to go for, maybe trying to McNasty. Unfortunately, flipping over, staying in the feature, keeping things moving, going for a beautiful back loop, keeping lots of points on the board. He wants to up his score from his first ride. So he goes for a McNasty again, going for a loop. Beautiful big loop, unfortunately flushing off. I'm not sure if that'll be enough to get him up onto the podium.
It's going to be close, but I think you're right. It probably won't just be enough for him to claw his way up into a possible medal contention. You can see the slow motion replay. Nice whipping around McNasty. Here it goes. Huge scoring move, that McNasty, over 160 points or so. The loop there, getting his whole boat aerial, but he stays on the back of his hull, which just gets dragged back by the white water when he was going for that loop, and just gets a little bit sucked on that bubble line on the edge and just gets a little bit pushed downstream. As we see the score come through, 820 points for Lucas, as we are seeing him currently in 4th position. He needs a little bit more to get on that podium. Back to the top we go. Here comes none other than the youngster. And the youngster in the mix, Tom Dool, is the youngest athlete in the C1 class now, throwing it down to this older generation, saying, this is what you need to do. He's currently in the lead. Can he even get higher and take out this World Championships?
Absolutely, Ches, as he drops it. Huge McNasty there off the entry, right into a big move. Awesome, big clean front loop as he catches a little edge, flipping over. He's trying to set up for McNasty potentially in the other direction here as he goes for it, pulling it right around. Pretty solid there. Not getting quite as much pop as he did in his first ride there on his McNasty as he goes in the McNasty for the other direction. Sets up in the middle of the foam pile, trying for a lunar orbit, pulls it right around, catching a bit of an edge and bobbling off the back of the hole. He only has about 12 seconds left. He's going to wave off that ride. He knows he has one more left, and he is currently sitting in the lead.
He is in the lead. He has a massive target on his back. Everyone else wants that title. Everyone wants that gold medal. Right now, Tom has one hand on that medal. He is currently in the lead. He came in and dropped in with a massive entry move, one of the biggest entry moves we've seen in the C1 class already. See how his whole boat, his head just touches the water, which means his boat was so high above his head because these guys are on their knees. It's a lot of air that this kid is throwing. He's a tiny, tiny little foamy boater, and he's using his size to his advantage because he's got so much air and volume in that boat. Holding his hands up, his pinkies up to try and sell it to the judges. He's not using that paddle blade. He will keep his first run of 960 as he comes in with a 396 points for his second run. Hey, he's still on top of the leaderboard. Currently, he has the gold medal. He's got one hand on it. But there's everyone else right now who's clutching at that right now and want to drag it off him. This man is no exception to that. Jordan Poffenberger dropping in from above. He has so many more moves in his arsenal than what we've already seen. Here he comes, dropping into the stadium.
Jordan Poffenberger with that beautiful carbon liquid logic boat, getting a wing over right off the start into a big McNasty, getting it way up in the air, pulls it around. He's going for the McNasty in the other direction. Oh, catching a bit of a flush and washing off the back of the wave. Cheer him on as he makes his way back up to the top of the eddy. Jordan having an unfortunate flush here in his second ride. He still has one more ride after this as he moves into the feature right away, trying to set up for another McNasty, and there it is. This time he stays on the wave.
Currently, he is sitting just out of the medal contention in 5th position. Jordan needs to go big. He knows, oh, he was going for that Vader, it looked like, that Vader flip, a trophy move. A move he actually designed and created.
Yeah, unfortunately, not getting that Vader flip there and flushing off. He's trying hard for it. He wants to show that move off to the crowd here. As you see in the replay, he's going absolutely huge on that loop there.
Can you imagine, like, when you're down there, it looks big here, but when you're in the boat, it feels so massive because you're looking down on the wave. This feature is really designed for aerial moves. It's designed for you to be absolutely popped up and really go as big as you can ever go ever before. He scored 480 points, still currently sitting in 5th position, but that's all right. He already still has his world title from yesterday, but he still wants one more opportunity to go, and he does have one more opportunity. We drop in upstream. Here comes Sebastian. Right now he is in silver medal contention. He wants that gold medal though. He wants to go bigger. Here comes Seb dropping into the arena.
Right away, Seb, you know his ride. He's going to do that entry McNasty. We've seen it a few times already, and he goes for the McNasty there as well. He's going to then sets up. He's been doing a McNasty to the offside, and there it is. Perfectly executed. This man is a technician on the wave into a big lunar orbit as he sets up high on the foam pile, dropping in for a beautiful big loop. Getting things set up in the middle of the foam pile. Most people choose to use the edges of the foam pile. Sev is right in the middle of it there as he goes for a bit of a back loop. Little off access. We'll see if the judges score that as he goes into some cartwheels. Clean cartwheels. Let's see what else he's got for us right now. Going for a tricky route right near the buzzer into some cartwheels. Another awesome ride from Sev Devres as he claims it with a fist pump.
And so he should. Sweet run. We saw some clean cartwheels, a flurry of end over end, as well as his usual large McNasty entrance move there. Starting off with an entrance move 3. The lunar orbit there on the screen. He really whips that boat around. This is the tricky woo. Going clean without the use of the paddle blade because he's got nothing over there to brace off, and whips it around for a massive space or loop. That was a nice loop. Holds it over his head just to keep that boat super straight. As his boat comes up, he's got an amazing amount of ability to push that boat into exactly where he wants to go with the use of just that one paddle blade. It goes over his head and it moves and shakes around and goes to offside, and he keeps it straight. 923 points. He will keep his first run, as his second run is only 880, so he's currently in silver medal. If anyone could take it from Tom Dole, it's this man. I'm going to introduce Dane the Man Jackson, currently with 853 points. He's going to look to improve on that without a doubt. Wearing the pink bib, he has medaled, he has world champion many times before. He's going to drop down here in his C1 boat and take it to this C1 class. Absolutely,
Dane getting the thumbs up from the head judge, Paul Shepherd of Great Britain, as he falls into the feature from above here, doing a beautiful wing over or kick flip. Oh, flushing on a bit of a McNasty there. Dane has lots of time left on the clock as he's going to hustle back up here. Dane wants to get himself up onto the podium. Still has 30 seconds left on the clock. Let's see what he has for us here. It drops in right away for a big snappy loop right into trying for a lunar orbit, catching a bit of an edge into a big McNasty, and unfortunately flushing off. That'll be it for Dane's ride here in Swordsbane.
That's right. That's his second run. He has another opportunity to drop in and get his two hands on that medal. 5 seconds remaining. Probably not going to get anything before the buzzer goes. He has to initiate the move before the buzzer goes. Remember, you have 3 opportunities, 3 runs, of which your best one counts. And right now, Tom Dool is sitting pretty on top of the leaderboard. A beautiful entry move from Dane, and McNasty just didn't come around and release like he wanted to. Unfortunately, just getting a little bit caught up as he's going for that McNasty. But he has got another opportunity to throw down. This one's probably not going to be enough to make it through to anything more than his previous attempt in bronze medal. Yes, still stays with his first attempt, 853, whereas that one was only 140 points. He's currently in bronze medal position, though, which is still an amazing feat to have.
Absolutely, Jez. Dane showing us what he's got here. Having a little bit of trouble there in his second ride, but he's still sitting in third place, which brings us to the man sitting just outside of the medals. We've got Lucas Cervinka from the Czech Republic looking to get himself onto the podium.
He wants to get up there. Right now, he currently is in 4th position. He needs a lot more to get up there into bronze, silver, or even gold. This is his last opportunity. This is his last opportunity to throw down. Here he goes. Let's see what he's got. Lucas Cervinka.
Dropping in with a huge entry McNasty. Right away throwing another McNasty. All right, let's see. He's been doing both McNasties back to back here. Let's see if he's got the offside McNasty, and there it is, pulling it right in. This awesome dynamic feature here in Sword, Spain. Lucas from the Czech Republic setting up in the middle of the feature, working his way around, using his hand there to pull himself around as he's trying to get things going again here in the middle of the foam pile, right into a lunar orbit. Ooh, catching him, maybe a little bit of a bubble there, but retaining it on the feature as he tries to get things started again. Here, going for that lunar orbit. There it is, pulls it around, super snappy, going for maybe a McNasty there as he comes around into a tricky woo right at the buzzer. Solid ride from Lucas. Let's see if it's enough to get him up into that bronze medal or higher position.
I have to say, it just, as he throws his move without the use of the paddle, and just holds on to the T-grip with one hand, just to show up for the crowd. We're stoked for him to be a part of the finals. I guess halfway, well, probably just after his first 2 moves, you could see his head just drop, and you could see him just not be in the game mentally. He was just kind of like, I'm not going to get my moves. I don't have what it takes right now. He just sort of wiped it away. And he just went in there and tried to throw a couple moves at the end, but just unfortunately wasn't his time today. I'm going to say that he's probably going to stay right now in 4th position. We'll see how that plays out after this run. He's going to need over 800 plus points to get into bronze medal contention. 820 points, he will keep his run previously. So right now he's out of the medals, unfortunately, and that'll do it for his finals. As we look upstream, and I introduce for the second last time. This is the last time, his last opportunity to throw down. This is Tom Dool, his last run. He's on top of the leaderboard. Currently, he's got one hand on the gold medal. Is he going to be able to finish things off with his last opportunity to even get more points on the board? Tom Dool.
Tom Dool with the huge McNasty off of his entry move, right away going into a massive loop, getting that big, huge bonus on that one probably from the judges. Let's see what they say when the scores come up as he throws a big McNasty. Tom, a light paddler, able to get big pop, get his boat way up into the air. Looking solid here as he goes for McNasty in the other direction. Huge, switching up paddle sides as he moves into the center of the foam pile, going for a lunar orbit into a back loop attempt. I'm not sure he pulled that around directly upstream, so it may not score as he goes for the lunar orbit in the other direction, trying to get it into the back loop as well. Maybe trying for a bit of a tricky woo there as he splits it up. Getting things moving again. The peace sign, he's claiming it there. Beautiful ride from Tom. I'm not sure it'll be higher than his first run there, Jez.
No, but what a solid run it was. We saw him change his paddle over completely to the other side. Completely let go of the paddle, change his over to be able to go for that big nasty. And take a look at him holding those hands, those pinkies up in the air, selling it to the judges that he is not putting any pressure on that paddle blade, trying to keep it clean. Clean means without the use of the paddle blade. As he just goes completely straight and vertical. There's no shadow of a doubt whether that move was straight. You can see, look at those fingers pointed up in the air, selling it to the judges that he wasn't using any part of that paddle blade at all. And if you do go clean for your moves, you get access to a lot of more bonus points. Going huge, going clean are super important ways to be able to rack up the points. And the French contingent is here, and they've popped their smoke bombs. They know that they've pretty much secured a medal. It's just going to be what color, because we do have a few athletes left. Are they going to be able to take him off his podium of world champion right now. Tom Dull is on the top. Only a few athletes can take it off him, including Jordan and Dane.
Absolutely, Jez. Let's see what Jordan Poffenberger of the USA has to say about Tom Dull being in the lead. Jordan wants to move himself up into the medal round. So let's see what he's got here as he does a nice wing over into a McNasty. Going for the McNasty on the, setting it up on the offside. Here it comes. Trying, just pulling it around. Taking a little bit of time to get it going there as he drops in for a nice big loop. Keeping it on the feature right into a Space Godzilla. Almost linking the two of those together into a back loop. Still on the feature here. Jordan having a great ride as he moves into the center of the feature here with a Phonics monkey. We haven't seen any of those yet here in our finals. Actually, he's got 10 seconds left. Let's see what he has for us. Going for that Vader flip. Let's see if he tries it again. There it is. He wants it, and yes, pulls it through for the Vader flip.
Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, what an amazing run. That was massive. That's the Vader flip, the trick that he invented. Jordan Poffenberger leaving it to his last run to try and take it out here at Spain. Oh my gosh, that was huge. He was absolutely composed in there, throwing some usual big tricks. He had his repertoire right now going through the mix, but he wanted to throw his signature move. He didn't quite get it his first attempt, but he was able to try and rack it up for his second attempt. Oh, provisional scores are being popped up around here at the moment. It's going to be so close. How is it going to change things? It's so nail-biting right now, Matt. I'm writing, you're frantically trying to get all the scores through and trying to write down what you see. There's so many things going on right now. Here we go, it will be... Oh, there's still a lot of scores popping through. Here we go. Will the Vader flip, that be the thing that takes him through? Will it change the order? Bronze, silver, or gold? What is he going to take out here? I'm sure he's definitely going to be somewhere on the podium, I would suspect, with that run. And it is silver medal position for Jordan Poffenberger. Ah, wow, but still, that was an amazing run. I've never seen that amazing Vader flip until today. It was such an amazing flip that I saw this morning. A trophy move, never been done before that I've seen in competition. This guy wants to get a little bit more than his bronze medal. He wants silver, he wants gold. Can he do it? Can he get rid of the top two athletes, Tom Dull and Jordan Poffenberger, currently sitting first and second, Sebastian in third? This is his last opportunity to get back up there in silver or gold. Let's see what he's got.
Right into a entry McNasty from Sebastian, looking for the McNasty to the right, going for the McNasty the other direction without the use of a paddle to initiate it. Super tough to do here. All of these C1ers seem to be able to do it. There it is, as he gets it perfectly that time. First time he didn't quite get it. He knew that. He went back to it again, going for a lunar orbit as he works his way into the middle of the foam pile, going for a big loop. Sebastian, a huge technician out here, very strong physically on the wave as well. He's going for a back loop, keeping it in the feature the whole time here with some big moves as he goes for some clean and regular cartwheels. Solid ride for Sebastian, but I don't think it'll be enough to move him up further into the medals. Currently right now, he needs to be dethroning Dane Jackson, who still has another ride.
Yeah, I tell you, it's going to be seriously close. This C1 class has just really stepped it up. Right now, Sebastian is in bronze medal position. He's trying his best to get up into silver or gold. We have one more athlete still to come. Can't wait to see how this plays out.
All right, awesome ride from Sebastian here. Looks like his score is 7 916 points, so he's going to stick with his previous ride of 923 points, currently sitting in third place. Great ride from Sebastian Devers. He wanted more, but he should be happy with that bronze medal performance.
So as it sits right now, we have one more athlete about to drop in, Dane Jackson, who came into this as the leader. He has it in his arsenal to throw it down and take that gold medal position. Right now, he's just out of the mix. The pressure is on, the drama is set. Get ready for Dane Jackson.
Dane loves the pressure as he moves into a beautiful wing over there, right into a big McNasty, getting some huge bonuses there, maybe going for the McNasty the other direction. Dane starting off with a great ride here on his third and final ride with a big loop, nice and snappy. Dane knows that he has to put down an awesome ride here to move on. He goes for a Space Godzilla, dropping into a lunar orbit. Dane still in the feature, having a great ride here into a back loop. Dane is absolutely killing it here on the wave. Few seconds left, 15, as he goes for another move there, setting up, going into a tricky woo with 7 seconds left. Let's see what he has left to do. Dane going for some cartwheels as he flushes off. Oh, that's gonna be so close. Right on the bubble there for getting him a medal. Jez, what do you think? Is he gonna be on the podium?
You know what? It's gonna be so close. The drama has absolutely unfolded here in Sort, Spain. Dane doing a fantastic job at throwing a whole bunch of moves. He's won so many medals. He's been on the podium more than anyone. Dane Jackson, some refer to him as the Kelly Slater of kayaking. He's won just about everything there is and then some in every form of kayaking.
Absolutely, Jez. This year he won the Unleashed event, which is big water surfing and racing, creek racing, one of the most extreme kayaking events in the world. Dane took first there. He did well at the North Fork Champion. He was a green race winner.
As the scores come in, Dane Jackson takes silver position. That means Tom Dool is our world champion. We can crown a brand new world champion. Tom Dool from France. Oh, that is the first time he has taken this out. He is a junior who's now stepped up into the senior class. Tom Dool takes it out. Dane Jackson takes silver position, which means Jordan Poffenberger takes the bronze medal. Oh, what a class this is. What a competition we've seen. Oh, the French team are going wild down there. The stadium is electric. People are on their feet cheering. We've seen such an amazing spectacle down here. Vive la France everywhere. Tom Dool takes out. He is going to be crowned world champion in the Seaboat class.
Absolutely amazing, Jez. This guy was a junior last year, junior world champion. Now he is in the senior class, winning the decked canoe class. Absolutely amazing performance from Tom Dool as well. Dane Jackson at the wire there, coming through just behind Tom with 950 points. As you can see the leaderboard here. Absolutely amazing performance under pressure by Dane there.
Only 10 points. I'm seeing only 10 points split the top two and only less than 10 points for third.
Absolutely.
So we're talking like one spin.
Absolutely.
One spin. Hey, we're going to throw down to Bartosz right now, who's at the side of the river with our winners. Over to you, Bartosz.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have a pleasure to announce world champion Tom Dool. Coming from France, that's your first win in the Seaboat World Championships. How does it feel?
It feels amazing. I was not expecting this coming here, so I'm super stoked.
I'm sure you're buzzing with emotions. How did it feel to watch Dane Jackson ride and coming so close? It had to be really tough, but also cheering for your friend at the same time.
I was so nervous. I don't know if I wanted him to do good, but luckily he did good.
All right, well, Dane, you waited till the last run. I bet you were nervous as well, waiting in the ready, not really being sure on the medal, and then finally getting it. What did you think just before dropping in?
Sorry, one more time, what did you say?
What did you think about just before dropping to the feature?
Oh, I was thinking is I really didn't want to let the little Frenchie win, but I was also pretty stoked to see him first and then seeing Jordan get a trophy move. But more than anything, I just wanted to end on a high note, a big ride. And I knew I should have put a clean spin in my routine, but I guess next time.
All right, well, amazing job. And we have Jordan, bronze medalist. Amazing ride, especially closing with a trophy move that you actually invented yourself, I believe. And, well, it was amazing, and I think you're super stoked. And you're so, so close to get it. How did it feel to get your trick and go to a medal in the last second?
Definitely really stoked to get that trick. It's, you know, it's really cool to be able to throw trophy moves at the Worlds, because it's so hard to score them in any competition, especially here. Yeah, it was pretty nerve-wracking rolling up to the hole, you know, with a 400-point ride. It was my best ride other than that, so glad I could lay down at least one good ride.
Well, great job, guys. Those are your 3 world champions of SORT 2019.
Thank you, Bartosz. Our 3 champions of the C1 class, Tom Dool taking it out. And how awesome was that, hearing what Dane said about, what was it, a clean spin?
Well, that's right. Dane said, I didn't want to let the Frenchie win. I should have put that clean spin in my routine, because it would have only been a clean spin that would have put Dane right at the top there and in the lead. Amazing seeing that trophy move from Jordan Poffenberger, the Vader flip. Never seen that in competition before here. Absolutely amazing action here in the C1 class.
Without a doubt, we've seen one of the closest C1 finals ever, a spread of less than 17 points. As Dane said, less than a clean spin is all that would need to be taking out that title. And he said he didn't want to drop in and let the Frenchie win, the little Frenchie win. And, well, unfortunately, the little Frenchie right now is on top of the world. Fortunately enough for Tom Dool, he has taken the title. He can walk with style. He's probably one of the smallest guys out here in the C1 class. But I'll tell you, he's going to be feeling 10 foot tall after winning the championships here in SORT Spain. And the Vader flip.
Absolutely.
Oh, I can't believe I've seen that with my own eyes in competition. It's so hard to throw it when you set up in the right position. But to be able to do it on demand.
Well, he did it more than once, because he did it in his preliminaries,
correct,
his semifinals, and his final rides here. Jordan Poffenberger stepping it up here at the Worlds. Tom Dool's going to have an amazing energy to ride right into the K1 men's class here for the quarterfinals tomorrow, because he's competing there as well. Moving on, he's a junior world champion in the K1. Now he's a world champion with the men in the C1, and we still have to see him in the men's K1 class.
That's right. We have plenty more action coming your way, without a doubt. We are going to be having the medal ceremonies also coming up soon. This is coming at you live from SORT Spain. We just had, if you've missed it, you need to check back in a little bit earlier, because this is the greatest show on whitewater coming at you. This is freestyle kayaking. Without a doubt, we've seen the most closest and amazing final I have ever seen in World Championship competition.
Absolutely, Jess. That was some of the best action I've ever seen as well. Absolutely amazing. I think it's time that we sign off here. No, we're going to keep it rolling. All right, we're going to keep it rolling here. Got a few people out in the hole. We got a medal ceremony going on here in just a few minutes. Absolutely gorgeous day here. Super hot again, in the mid-30s here in SORT, Spain, in the middle of a heat wave. Absolutely hot action on the wave as well. What do you think, Jez? What are we going to see for the rest of the week?
Yeah, the rest of the week, thanks for asking. We've got a lot more action coming your way, including the quarterfinals of the females and male competition. We're going to cut it down then to 10, and then we'll have the semis coming your way. And later on this week, we're going to round things out with the finals. We've got the junior class as well. Now, the junior classes is something that we really can't wait to see, because this is the new generation of freestyle, and they have got such amazing talent. Right now, the USA are taking first, second, and third at the moment in the provisional standings for the junior men's. The ladies as well. The USA team are doing fantastically well. But Tom Dool, Vive la France. Today, it is all about the French. About a stone's throw from here. We're sitting right in the middle of the Pyrenees Mountains. This SORT Spain is plonked right in the middle of the mountains with the most beautiful feature ever made. It's just gorgeous out here. We call it the Whitewater Stadium or Arena here. It was specifically made for freestyle kayaking, and we were able to showcase what freestyle is all about. with a spread of less than 20 points between the top 3 athletes.
That's right, Jez, here in our C1 final. Just 17 points separating the top 3 athletes. We don't see that very often. And Jez said the gateway to the Pyrenees here, Sort, Spain, the capital of whitewater kayaking here. Amazing venue. I've been to lots of world championships, and this is one of the best arenas I have seen out there. We're trying to get our medalists up here for our medal ceremony, and the energy is awesome here in Sort, Spain. We're going to get things going and rolling here. We've got an awesome venue. Some of the paddlers out there now starting to train on the feature for their classes later in the week. We've got the juniors, our future of our sport, coming up later on this week as well. Tomorrow we've got our quarterfinals in men's and ladies kayak. There's going to be some amazing action out there as we start whittling down to our finals in the K1 men's and women's class on Saturday night here in Sort, Spain.
Just behind me, I just saw the medalists who just won the bronze, silver and gold. They're actually frantically changing outfits right now for our medal ceremony. I can see shirts going everywhere, just getting ready so that they can be ready to go for their ceremony of the C1. And we're also going to see the OC1 class as well coming at you. The OC1 happened yesterday. If you did miss it, you can check back in on the live stream. They were all recorded, so you can watch it again in replay. It was a great C1 and OC1 finals. This feature was able to showcase what the open boaters as well as the C1ers can do.
Absolutely, Jez. After tonight, we'll have crowned our C1, OC1, and men's and women's squirt world champions. Some amazing times here in Sort, Spain. We started off with the squirt boating, and then our preliminary rounds have gone for all classes, and now we're into our finals for C1 and OC1. Just keeping the action going here all week, right till Saturday here. So keep tuning in all week long to see things going on here.
That's right. We are coming at you right now live from Sort, Spain. It's extremely warm down here, but the water is crisp. Absolutely gorgeous right now. We're going to sign out just for a moment. We'll come back with you very soon for the medal ceremony. Thanks for checking in. You're coming to you live right now from Sort, Spain for the 2019 ICF Canoe Freestyle World Championships.
All right, here we are in Sort, Spain, about to get started with the medal ceremonies at the 2019 World Freestyle Championships. Tonight we are crowning our OC1 and C1 medalists. Here they come right now up onto the stage.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We present the medalists from the Open Canoe competition. The medal will be presented by Jose Pereira, the member of the International Olympic Committee, president of the International Canoe Federation.
La medalla de bronce per a Philippe Joseph d'Alemanya.
Bronze medalist, Philippe Joseph from Germany.
Sí. La medalla de plata per Mostru de França.
Silver medalist position, Jean-Yves Bouthroux from France.
La medalla d'or i per tant campió del món de la modalitat canoa oberta és Jordan Poffenberg dels Estats Units.
Gold medalist in Open Canoe, world champion, Jordan Poffenberger.
I ara escoltarem l'himne dels Estats Units mentre pugen les banderes dels països finalistes.
Please rise for the national anthem of USA. Ladies and gentlemen, please show recognition for the 2019 Open Canoe World Champion.
right, here we are in Sword, Spain with our medal ceremonies going on. We just had the OC1 medals, and we're moving into our C1 medal ceremony here. Amazing action in the C1 class. These guys fought and battled their way up onto the podium here as they're celebrating. Seeing some champagne and roses here from the OC1 guys. And we're going to be getting that C1 medal ceremony momentarily here from Sword, Spain. ICF Canoe Freestyle World Championships here. Action going on all week. Right now, we have our C1 medal ceremony coming up momentarily here. Absolutely amazing action from the C1 judges and everybody crowded around me here to watch the ceremony as we get things started. Our medalists are lining up here and they'll be walking out momentarily. I see Luis from the ICF, the head chairman of ICF Freestyle here. Amazing showing of athletes up on the bridge here right in the center of Sword, Spain, the gateway to the Pyrenees Mountains, just south of the French border in northern Spain.
Senyores i senyors, medallistes de la modalitat de canoa, les medalles seran entregades per Tomislav Milkovic com a membre de la Federació Internacional de Piragüisme.
Ladies and gentlemen, we present the medalists for the canoe deck competitions. The medals will be presented by Tomislav Milkovic as a member of the board of directors of the International Canoe Federation.
La medalla de bronze per Jordan Poffenberg d'Estats Units.
Bronze medalist, Jordan Poffenberger from US of A.
La medalla de plata per Dane Jackson d'Estats Units.
Silver medalist, Dane Jackson from the US of A.
La medalla d'or i per tant campió del món de la modalitat canoa és Tom Dog.
Gold medalist and world champion, Tom Dole.
I ara escoltarem l'himne de França mentre pugen les banderes dels països finalistes.
Please rise for the national anthem of France. Ladies and gentlemen, please show recognition for the 2019 World Champion, Tom Dole.
Moltes felicitats als guanyadors i molta sort en futures competicions. Us esperem a les jornades dels propers dies.
Congratulations to all the winners, and we wish you all the very best luck for future competitions. We look forward to seeing you in the next few days.
All right, myself, Matt Hamilton, and Jez here, closing out an amazing day of action here in Sword, Spain, with an amazing medal ceremony. Here, Jez, what was that like?
It was a beautiful program. Great to see the athletes come here and throw down here in the beautiful sound city of Sword. It's just been fantastic. Hey, this is Matt and Jez signing off. We'll see you tomorrow as we bring you plenty more of the action, the 2019 ICF Canoe Freestyle World Championships.
Thanks, Jez.
Venga.